All right. Peace, love, and light. It's your girl Annie Mae, the Neo Soul Songstress.
And I'm Myron Benjamin Blakey Fisher.
You are what? Lean forward a little bit.
And you're watching the Love of
For the Love of Music talk show on Scarfire Radio. Net. Now today on the show, we're gonna have extra special guests. But we're gonna get to it a little later. Right now, we're gonna talk about our sponsors for this show. We want to thank, first of all, Scarfire Radio themselves. I say the home of the For the Love of Music talk show. We'd like to thank, Panera Bread because it let us use their space. And we also would like to thank, we would also like to give a shout out to Reverend Ronald Matthews. If you need somebody who could perform weddings or, or who could do premarital counseling or whatever, just, keep in mind him. And his name is Reverend Ronald Matthews, and you can contact me if you would like to get, information about that. This show is also brought to you by for the Rhythm of the Night Fusion Band. We do all genres of music. We are a dance and jam band. We put in that work, So we do everything from rock and roll to jazz to Motown, the oldies but the goodies. So, if you want to book Rhythm of the Night Fusion Band, that's 412-927-6666. That's 412-927-6666. Yes. Rhythm of the Night Fusion Band. We have a couple shows coming up. May the 4th, I'm going to be at on Brownsville Road, 2895 Brownsville Road, and I believe it's in Brookline area, and this is for the Singer Hideout Showcase, March the 4th. Then on the 14th of March, we will be at the Allegheny City Brewery for for a nice performance there. And let's see, the 14th and
15th of May.
Yes, the 15th of May. Okay.
The 15th of May, we're at the Allegheny City Brewery.
Yes.
For a concert. And the 24th of May, we're going to be at the Apple Inn for a concert. That's a late night concert. It starts at 9:30, goes till 1 p.m.
Yeah.
And also we will be at the festival.
Oh, yeah, Millville Music Festival. We have on March the 17th. We're going to be at the Strange Roots in Millville, PA. That's going to be Rhythm of the Night, the duo, which is myself and Myron. And we're going to have Malik Long as the MC. So if you guys want to check us out, man, we're going to be lit all May long. No, without further ado, let me get to our guests right here, man. Let me tell you, y'all, I met this gentleman because I met this gentleman through some beautiful friends of mine, mutual friends of mine, and who are also artists and who like to share their gifts. And thing is, I seen him and he says, one thing I try to represent on here, right, is I try to represent supporting, like you want to be supported. And this man is the definition of that. He supports local artists in Pittsburgh, and he is Pittsburgh music. He is like, I'm telling you, the main man in Pittsburgh music. So, as far as promotions wise. And, he also does social media marketing for several different, artists in Pittsburgh, award-winning artists in Pittsburgh, including, shout out to Bandified and shout out to, Reggie Turner. He's doing some promotional, he's a part of the A-team for Rhythm of the Night. And I'm gonna let him tell you all about it, man. So forget my yapping. Let's give it up for Mr. Shawn. Kemp.
What's up, man? What's up?
Everything's cool.
Tell us what you do and how you do it.
basically, my philosophy is that I don't just promote artists, I promote businesses that are artists. I promote a whole artist. I don't I don't just focus on the music. I set them up with a career plan that is at least 10 plus years long. I say music is cool, but do you have a clothing line? Do you have a fragrance? And I teach them different ways to hit each market. I have artists that want to retire from music, so I say you could do audiobooks because audiobooks are a form of music and you can reach a whole new audience. You don't have to limit yourself to music. You can be a complete artist, and that's what I'm promoting. I'm in the process of starting my own record label, and I'm only taking the hungry and hard working with me. And my motto is one tree, many branches. Meaning, when you come to me, you might be a rapper, but you're gonna be a clothing designer. You're gonna be the person that know how to fix the light. You're gonna be the person that make your own fragrance. Probably have your own restaurant. Being around you because I'm promoting complete art, and that's never been seen before. All of these, what sets me apart from other record labels is that I give you a life plan, not a business plan. I'm setting you up for life. I'm showing them how to get 401k. I'm showing them how to turn their albums into Bitcoin and make money that way. So being around me, your life will change because I promote change. And I want to give a personal shout out to people who I'm affiliated with, who like the whole Band of Fat team and Big Red, who has an album coming out. You're welcome, and a bunch of people like Reezy Wreck and stuff. Like I don't care about strings I don't care about money when it comes to working with people. I will treat the same person that wants to work with me for $5 as the same person that wants to give me 5 million. We can all get money together. Pittsburgh has to come together, and that's what I promote. All artists and like artists like Annie Mae, whose song "My Black Is Beautiful" has stood the test of time and has breathed new life into the city. We need people like this, and this is what I promote. I promote new energy. A lot of artists a lot of artists are signed off for money deals, and I'm going off for energy. So if your energy is good and you want to work, I run SKF, the label, 24-hour promotion, and that's in the literal sense. You call me any time of day, text me, tell me what you need me to do. I make you a video, wherever, to get the project out there, and we go to work. We go to work. And I mean that in the literal sense. If I'm out here, you gotta be out here. You have to, the artist has to promote their project. You can't just be out here saying nobody's listening to my music and you're not listening to it. Streams and numbers and money start with you. And that's the whole thing behind SKF. And I'm branching out to Adamsville, Georgia, because I've done this for 17 plus years in Pittsburgh. And I found ways to make a way for each and every person I've encountered. And so I only want to work with the serious. So if you're not serious and you don't have a solid business plan, we can't do nothing. I want to work with people who aren't consumed by making money. We're not just trying to make money. We're trying to make change. We're trying to give kids something that they can look up to. We are the voices in our community. A lot of politicians only come in our community when it's time to vote. But musicians are there forever. And we have to be the ones that speak up. And that's what I stand for. We got to speak up for the kids. We are agents of change. And that's what I stand for. And we have to be able to be more than an artist. Because some people need a mentor.
key qualities or skills needed to excel in your profession?
An extreme attention to details and ability to be adaptable, because some people don't know what they want. Some people know what they want. And then some people are just new to all of them. So I've created a formula. It's called I create, you create, and we create. If I create it, then it's not as pricey. If you help me create it, then it's a little bit pricey, but it's okay because you're input in it. It's like painting a house. If you paint a house, you get more joy out of painting the house yourself than you do having other people do it. So you get to see the finished product.
Mm-hmm.
But we create it. Now there's. Then you get to see it, and it's like a baby being born, and it's like your newborn idea. You get to see it grow. And I tell people, I will match any budget. I'm in the industry where people are charging $500, and I'm charging $520 to work with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going out in my neighborhood, and I'm telling people about 100 plus houses. I'm telling people about the music. That day I'm playing the songs. I'm going up in Walmart. I'm going up on Walmart radio and getting people's songs played. I'm in the mall. I run up in the Simon boardrooms and I tell them about artist release. Over the last 3 years, I've been to over 120 different album releases, promoting artists and artists. Woo. Playing music for people. Songs like Malik's song Call Me. I've played for New Edition every day of their residency since it started. I got in contact with the lady who sings the Rhythm of the Night song. And I played the Rhythm of the Night Fusion Band songs for them. The whole set. I will promote you while you sleep. I'll promote you if you go out of town. I tell people straight up, I do not care about the money. You can put a number down. You can write a number down in front of me and I'll be like, cool, I'll work with it. But the thing is, I want people to know I do this because everybody I'm doing this with is not part of my family. And I don't take that word lightly. But once you become family, I will go to the end of the universe to make sure people know your sound. And I mean that in the literal sense. I've called the White House, mentioned every artist in Pittsburgh to them in their email, and said, if you need artists to play for you, here they go. I don't just stop at artists. I promote caterers too. Yeah. So if you do food, I'm like, okay, they need somebody to make food. They make the best food. I've made custom made. I've add articles for each and every artist in Pittsburgh. And I tell them, I say, the worst thing you can do with your talent is stop making music. I said, why are you stop making music? Your song actually helped my cousin get through school. And I say, yeah. And so when they hear these things, they're like, wow, I didn't know. And I'm going to make another album. I'm like, quitting music. I'm like, you're in Pittsburgh. We're the smallest city. When you look at the hip hop map, the only place they mention about hip hop in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania rather, is Philadelphia. And that's disrespectful. Because we had Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller, and a bunch of other people. We are the fusion capital of the world. Yeah. And they want to sleep on them. And I find that disrespectful. And I'm like, one of my pet peeves is that artists are so much slave to labels that you buy other artists' clothes and their cologne and their food that they're promoting. Right. And I'm like, what have these people done for you? When is the time they got on Instagram and promoted your album? Come on. And you're giving them your money. And they're not giving you nothing. Right. I said, you're a part of the problem then. I'm like, you have to realize that we have a platform as little as it is, and everybody just bouncing on it and bouncing on it and bouncing on it, and we gotta protect that. Well, like recently, a a a, a literal Moneybag Yo came to our city and stole off of one of our rappers. Yeah. And it was way disrespectful. And I called him out on it on Instagram and I said, you are on the billboard and you're coming to our city to steal off of us. Right, from us, yeah. And I said, we work hard for that stuff. You better put his name all in the liner notes and everything, or I swear you're gonna get sued behind that because like literally we live in a city where everybody's related. Basically. And I say to him, the worst thing you could do is to, like, even business wise, family wise, whatever. Worst thing you can do to me is come to my life and waste my time and my energy. Because I don't play about neither. And I told him, I said, I'm ready to work. Yeah. People have hit me at 12:30 in the morning. Shawn, I need a video. Okay. I'm outside. I'm making the video outside my house, down the street, across the street, wherever in that big field. And then they say, oh, you made this? I say, yeah. I say, yeah. They say, when you go to sleep? I say, when the work is done. Right.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Veronica and Michael from Alchemy. Veronica Burgess, how are you? Michael's watching. All right. Now,
Shout out to
let me ask you. Now, do you show people or help people set up a business plan for themselves?
I set a life plan. And my motto is I don't build ideas, I build empires. I'll give you a plan for you, your kids, and whoever comes after them. I don't just set up one thing for one person. I'm like 1, 2, 3 from the first kindergarten all the way down to age 21. Set them up. And I'll help them set this up. Like even school wise, I dig deep because I believe in the total order. And I'm a major believer that our city alone needs both night care and daycare centers because a lot of parents aren't facilitated just by having daycare. And so I put little ideas in each business plan that will actually be profitable in 5 years or less. That will help an artist. Because much like sports, I look at the athleticism that's in music, and a lot of artists don't have that longevity. Everybody not playing like Bill Russell or Will Chamberlain or Michael Jordan. People get, older, tired. And then you got the legends out here who are putting on shows still today. And me, I take pride in the fact that I work with the future singers. Come on. And I look at people like energy wise, like if you want to have energy shows, that is literally like being a part of a lyrical circuit. Come see the Realm of the Night because you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. And I'm just saying that as both a promoter and a fan because I watched the Rhythm of the Night before I even got to talk face to face with any of the band members. And I said, this is something I want to be a part of. And then I prayed about it. And then it happened. And I say, these people really get it. And I say, like, that's what I bring to the table. I said, I don't bring just like this to the table. Sometimes I bring the table. And I said, now I got people that can equally eat with me. And we all play a part. Yes. No matter what we do. And that's what I'm trying to build on. And I'm saying to people that that's what my mind is. Don't come around me if you got that woe is me, I can't get a deal, I can't get no streams. I don't care about streams. It's not about streams, it's all impact. Muggsy Bogues was one of the shortest players to ever play basketball. and he still had 39 locks. 39. It's a big number for a little man. And I'm telling people in the artist aspect that we can have the same impact. No matter how many strings you got, how much money you got, where you from, you can be somebody. We can all be somebody. And that's what I would keep saying every year till I'm blue in the face. I will look at artists that said they're going to quit music. And I said, why? Why you going to quit music? You still young. You better get back in the booth. I'm not playing. I'm like, you got kids out here that actually listen to your music and you want to walk away from that. I'm like, no, that's the problem. Mm-hmm. We are at an age where most of our elders have abandoned the table of life. And these are the voices we got left. Come on. And so we have to motivate ourselves sometimes. Yes. And so I tell them, I'm like, I'm not going to let you quit because we got stuff to do. We got kids that look up to you. And you got ideas inside that you need to get out. You don't want to do music, fine. Write down a business plan. But you got to be motivated every single day. Absolutely. Because the clock don't stop. Somebody that don't like your ideas, you might wake up the next day and somebody might love it. You gotta be ready for the new money. True. And it's not always financial.
Now, we like to thank you for your support from Rhythm of the Night. And Annie, may you have a question for us as well?
Oh, yes. Now, what role does networking play in your career?
Oh, it is very essential. I network with anybody, the big, the small, bus drivers, the crossing guard, the guy with the gun shop down the street from my house. I will network with anybody. People have a cookout. I say, you need somebody to sing for y'all? Y'all got any event? Rhythm of the Night, Tuesday then. And maybe, if they up to it, y'all could get wisdom too. Y'all like reggae? And I will promote everybody. I will go running Outcast style through any place. I ran through the mall playing everybody music in the city. Beautiful. And so it's a major part because if they don't know who you are and what you represent, what you got to say don't really matter. It's like playing your music with the volume down forever. It's like who can hear it? Like, right. And so I make sure I flyers and posters and everything. And I say I promote everybody. I got different promotional days. And so like I go all out when it comes to networking with people, and I don't care who they are, like anybody.
Shout out to Malik Long, who's watching, and Stacy Allen, who with Jasmine Productions.
Podcast brother, and so our sister from Soul Food Murder Mystery Festivity Event Center. Shout out to them because I believe every fourth Sunday they have a flea market there, festivity in Penn Hills. Yeah. And big up to Malik Long, our brother in the podcast game, the Cool Brother Podcast, which is also available on Scarfire Radio. Yeah, so let's
Malik is the one that brought me back to poetry because I've been on 18-year breaks on that. Like in my lifetime, I've written over 15,000 poems. And being on the Cool Brothers podcast actually made me want to write again. So I came on. I turned on My Black is Beautiful on my TV and on 3 different phones. Mm-hmm. And I just started writing.
Oh, wow.
And by the time I looked up, it was 9 o'clock in the morning. And so I went back to it and I said, now I feel finally free because like before, I didn't want to write for that long. And I was like, man, I missed it. Oh. I said stuff like music and networking and promotion and all that stuff. And poetry even, that's like a love, like, and once you get back to it, it's different.
What happened?
And I want to give a shout out also to Megan Pennington, who is the CEO of Scarfire Radio. She's watching us right now. And if you all have any questions for our brother right here, feel free to post them. Let us know what you got on your mind.
I say Shawn Kemp, promoter and social media marketer. Okay, let's get. So now, oh yeah, no, that's right, Nairobi. Yeah,
That's my little manager.
so, what motivates you to keep pushing in your career?
Not to sound cliche, but it's God.
Amen.
It's always God. It's like
Glory.
I've come from a long way, and every step of the way, I say to people like they say, "How you do things you do?" I say, "I pray every day. God's always here, and without Him, you don't get it." And so, yeah, no man-made people made me want to do this. Like, you know, I literally bleed for this every single day. Every artist is like, it's kind of like wrapping a present. I treat them all different, you know?
Yeah.
Like, when they hear that I heard of their music, when they first meet me, and I never even met these people before, they get surprised. I'm like, I listen to Pittsburgh music. I'm not one of y'all. I'm not listening to like Drake and all these other people who's not out in our city.
Right.
I'm listening to y'all first. I'm giving y'all strength. I'm giving you what you want, but yet you're coming at me saying, I want an album that sounds like, the mainstream person. I'm like, you're not even there yet.
Right.
They worked hard to get there.
Right.
And most of them was handpicked to get there. And our city, we got work. And that's what we do. It's still. It's a still city. Yeah. Okay.
Now,
Well,
tell me, who is it that influenced you and how?
yeah, I love this question. My mom, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, Eddie Kendrick. Yeah, like Stevie Wonder ironically taught me how to make beats. I went to a summer camp. Stevie Wonder was one of the guest speakers, and he was teaching us how to do music and stuff and ways to go about it. And so the way I learned how to make beats was like this, like I'm feeling the buttons and stuff. And it's a whole different feel because if you can't see the buttons but you hear the music, then you feel it in here. And so yeah, like my grandma especially. Like I'm the last grandchild. My grandma thing graduate 2008. She died in 2009. We got over 125 videos together, 59 plus pictures, and she was one of my biggest influences. She told me three things in life that I carry with me. She said, "Don't never bring a woman around here that's not gonna be your wife. Don't never give her a year, and always work hard."
Now, Megan asked, what is the hardest part about being a promoter?
Oh yes, being a promoter and parenting go hand in hand. I will tell you firsthand that it's the attitude and the reaction to attitude because every artist is different. You can tell them a show starts at 8 o'clock. They'll show up at 8:15 like it's fine. I'm like, no, you missed curfew, but you're gonna get on that stage. And I go from Shawn Kemp to Joe Jackson. You have no idea how hard it is to deal with attitudes when you come from a neighborhood where people got attitude. I'm from the East Hills, Gracie Drive. And people can't come up to me like any type of way. Like when I say be on time, I mean I want you there 2 hours before the show starts. You want to be on stage. You want to do the little mic thing you do, and you're not going to be late because I know how people are.
Yes.
And especially, I hate when people play with my artist money because then I have to turn in the shirt night. I'm like, don't. I'm like, No, no, we know. But like she's seen it. Like a lot of people see it. I'm like, oh, you not gonna pay my artist, and they put on the show. You gonna cut the set off? Oh. I say I will turn this whole building upside down. I said, you better put the money in our hands after we put on the show of the century. Mm-hmm. And I told him, I said, don't play with my artist. Because that's like playing with my money. And I don't play like that. Because every artist to me is a family member. So when you cross over the line and you play with my family, then I gotta step up. And it's like they don't be prepared for the energy. Like, yeah, I'm like, my personal advice is, like, when you come around me, just know you family and I'm going to defend you. And you ain't going to yell or nothing. Because that's what I do.
And I have another question from Megan, I believe. What is your favorite road memory?
Uh, it was like, I don't know. Like, yeah. It was one of my performances too. I had to perform with two different groups and we was in two different venues across the street from each other. And so I did one of them Temptations quick changes. I went inside this little booth thing and I put on, actually I had this shirt on. And so I went from a white shiny shirt to this one and I was like, okay. And I go from singing, I'll be there to Can't Get Next to You by the Temptations. And they was like, oh man, I did some David Ruffin type stuff. I did this like David Ruffin type spin. Next thing you know, I'm on stage. I grabbed the mic out my friend's hand and I started singing and the crowd loved it. And they was like, where he come from? Okay. And I said, don't worry about it. Just keep dancing. Yeah. Yeah, they threw money on the stage. We was like, yo. Yeah. Oh man, that's cool.
Megan has another question for you. What is the best strategy for booking a show?
Small venues, big venues, charity shows.
Okay.
If you book in this order, then your name gets out there. And if you do the charity shows, make sure you're on the poster.
Come on.
Because that's how an artist gets paid when they don't get paid. If you do the small shows, make sure you go on first because then you set the tone. And if you do a big show, same thing. But you gotta have 10 plus songs. And if you don't do these things, then they're not gonna remember. Like, you could be on there and have Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5, The Temptation, and they're gonna remember the first song you sang. Jackson 5 gonna sing ABC, Temptation gonna sing Can't Get Next to You, and then you get up there, and the crowd is still performing. And then they're like, what are you going to do? So you better make sure your best song is your next song. Because if you don't, they're not going to remember. Come on. Like a couple years ago, it was Usher, it was Michael Jackson, and Luther Vandross all on one stage. And everybody forgot about Michael and Usher as soon as Luther came on there. That's going to be you. You're going to be the forgetting person if your set ain't tight.
Yeah.
I don't care how good your clothes look. If your set's not tight, then you could be up there. You could be up there with in your underwear, and it won't matter because you gotta take care of your set. Because your set is a part of your clothes. You gotta iron and press it, and you gotta get it ready to go. And once you do that, that sets you apart from everybody, and that's how you get jobs because they'll be like, "Oh man, they're professionals, they're courteous." And you gotta play to the crowd. Exactly. You gotta pick one side of the crowd, play to it, go out, step outside the stage. If you're too nervous to step on outside the stage, put little markers down on the stage so you know where to step. And make it personal for the crowd. There you go. And that's what we need. We need artists with personality. Exactly.
Like says, artists should definitely get paid.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna ask you. Now we've had several shows where we've talked about this topic. How do you feel about the showcases that charge to artists to perform?
Personally, I feel that if you know the artists that are performing, and I mean like really know them, like you in pictures with them, and you done did shows with them and movies and stuff, you shouldn't have to pay to get in these places because you are an extension of that person because you're in the picture with them. That's the entourage type feel. But yet people keep doing that. They want you to pay to get in their stuff. And then they want you to pay to get in and pay to hype it up and pay to perform. Let me tell you, I used to charge $550 to perform. I did 12 songs, all the Jackson songs. And we were always finished. Papa was a Rolling Stone every single time. Because I could do Eddie Kendra's part back then because I was young. And so I said, people gonna pay us for this. I'm not getting up there for free. I don't care. Well, I said, if I'm doing the Jackson 5, I am Lil Mike. Y'all gonna pay me and they gonna love it. And I said, the thing about it is we got a lot of people in our city alone that don't know how to play the position.
Hey, you got artists.
You got artists who are good enough to be on the posters and billboards and stuff and flyers for these events. Then you got the artists that are good to be performers, the main one. And then you got the MCs, and then you got the poets, and all these people gotta learn how to play their part. But now you got so many people stepping outside their lane, it's a car crash.
Yeah.
But you got people who are skilled at stuff. Like
Now, Malik says that I hate the fact that some showcases don't start on time. Now, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Me, I feel if I am late, if I am on time, I'm late. If I'm 15 minutes early, I'm late. I always believe in being early for a show.
Yeah, I'm gonna be all the way real with you. If people are late, I don't show up. Cause I have these things that I have everything priced out, even for me and artists I represent. I have a walk-in fee, and that basically means when I'm so told to be there, and you see me walk in every step from the car all the way to the dressing room, I'm making money. So I'm getting paid by step. So the way I have it set up, the money never stops.
Mm-hmm.
And I say I get paid for walking in there. I get paid for hugging people. I might give you a discount if it's your mom and say, okay, this is my mom. Okay, cool. Can't charge, the elders. So I don't do that. Little kids want a picture? Cool. That's $10. I'm like, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me when it comes to monetary stuff. Because in the monetary game and the game of promotion, I feel like Bill Russell. I done seen it all. I'm 34 years old, and I know all the moves. There's nothing they can do to me in this industry. There's nothing. I don't care who they are, how many awards they got. There's nobody out here that will outwork me. Because all those other people are doing is working for themselves. And I'm working for the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great, agreed. So, let's see. Let's see. What are your thoughts on the future of your profession? Like the future of promoting in the music business? How do you feel? Like, what is your, what are your thoughts on that?
Like, basically, I am putting myself in a position where I'm literally training the artists that I work with to replace me so that they can do it for the next people.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, they did for Michael Bivins.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to have to rely on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, someday the money could just be yours.
Right.
But yeah, I'm like, yeah. But yeah, like, okay.
All right. Now, again, this is going to be on Scarfire Radio Tuesday, 6 p.m. on Scarfire Internet Radio, www.scarfireinternetradio. And again, we like to also give a shout out to our supporter, Reverend Ronald Matthews, and you can reach him for any kind of service, funerals, weddings, whatever you can do. You can reach him through Annie Mae, or you can reach him through me, Myron Benjamin Blakey Fisher, at 412-927-6666. And letting you know again that we do have some shows coming up. Annie Mae will be performing on the 4th of May, and that is where, Annie?
I believe 2895 Brownsville Road. And yeah, it's gonna be a showcase. Brought together by Rio Grande. Shout out to you, brother. And Giving Away Game. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Giving Away Game, y'all. Man. Giving Away Game podcast. So they're gonna be doing a singing showcase, and I'm gonna do some a little bit of everything, a little bit of reggae, a little bit of R&B, you know, a little bit of neo soul. So, you know,
Cool.
So so how do you embrace diversity and inclusivity? How do you embrace diversity in your work? You know, different.
Over the years, I've taken it upon myself to get acclimated with over 256 languages. People that I represent have seen me from time to time say stuff in many languages, and they don't like Dre. He said that he didn't know I was talking about them until he sent his name at the bottom. But I say I was inviting these Nepali people to his concert and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I do stuff like that. Like any type of language I can learn to advance the brand.
Okay.
And I'm all about diversification. Like people look at me and they just think, oh, Shawn's an American. I'm like, no. I got Nigerian roots. And I say, you don't get to see that part till I get angry. Because I said, I will say some stuff to you in Nigerian that will make you cry. And I don't like going there with people. But yeah, I said, and I tell them, you got to learn languages. English is just the starting point. Why not branch your music out here?
Right.
Here. I tried to get artists in this city at the Wembley. But I had to learn French to get them to talk to me because when you call down there, it's all in French. And I did that, and it took me 3 days. And I said, book these artists. Dun, 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 dun. But if we talking about events in May, and you are in May, I said we should just take it over. We should take over the whole May. Yeah. Parties, whatever. We show up. Like I said, we pick up that whole thing because I have several festivals that I'm working on right now. Like the Lyrical Circus one I'm working on. Then I have the Base Camp one I'm working on. And then I have one that's really personal to me. Where it's called Pull Up and Perform. Where we just find a venue and have people just pull up. No prices. I can't stand that. No, we're not charging you to be there. Show up wherever we at. Hype us up. Tell your friends. Tell your grandma. She in a wheelchair? Roll her down there. We will show you that it's not about the price of admission. And I'm like, who charges admission and they don't have a gold plaque? I'm like, seriously, that hurts my soul. And so I have various things, and one of the ones that I'm working on is for the Lyrical Circus thing. It's called the Songster Show. It's all centered around anime and her lyrical ability. And then I have one called Rhythm, and it's the Rhythm of the Night. And I'm working on the Wisdom one. But my mind is so big on these things that I don't just want to involve the non-workers. So I'm looking at people from now until the summertime, and I'm watching how they do stuff. I'm watching how they promote stuff. I done seen more people post about Drake's response to Kendrick and Kendrick's response to everybody. And I'm like, you got an album out and you just told people you're not making music no more. And you talking about another artist that's not in your tax bracket? That's ridiculous. And so I say we gotta change the narrative. You should be talking about your project. You should be talking about your stuff. Because you don't see them talking about you on Instagram or nothing. So why are you giving them likes and stuff? Right. I don't care how many times these mainstream people like your stuff. If they're not supporting you, it don't mean nothing. And I want to give a shout out to one of the bombest makeup artists in the game today, David Kramer. Pretty Face Lashes. She gives you the Hollywood look that every woman wants, and she's one of the premier makeup artists that you'll ever see out here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, again, I want to tell you about some more of our shows coming up on May 15th at the Allegheny City Brewery on the north side at 6 p.m. Annie and I will be there, the duo section of the Rhythm of the Night. And on the 24th of May, we will have the whole band.
Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah, there you go.
Okay. On the 24th of May, we're going to have the whole band at Apple Inn on Liberty Avenue from 9:30 to 1 a.m. That's a late show. So, hey, get some rest. Come on. It's going to be live. It's going to be lit. Hey. And then also we have the Millville Festival. And Annie, tell them where that's at.
That's gonna be May the 17th. That's gonna be at the Strange Roots in Millville, PA. We're gonna be in a fantastic lineup. We got Friends of Funk band that are good friends of my mom. You know, we got Friends of Funk in the lineup. We got Miss Freddie in there. Yes, most. And we got Miss Freddie in there. So I'm gonna let's see here. And also, we're gonna keep on. What you want me to bring up the
question?
I'll say, I got you. We're gonna continue with this beautiful interview. Once again, if y'all want to ask some questions,
please feel free to ask questions.
Yeah, don't be shy. Share the live, and tag 5 people you want to in the comments that you want to see on the show.
Share the live. It's really good.
There's a repeat bonus so you can hear it on Facebook.
Oh, Nairobi. Yeah.
That's my manager.
Did you hear it on Facebook?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Listen to this Rising Star Nairobi.
Check it out again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's that with the hat?
Yeah, back on phone and hey.
Yes, we do want to also shout a shout to our junior member of the band, Miss Nairobi Matthews. Say hi.
Hello.
And she does all type of kid shows, and she'll do the community based part. You know, we have community block parties or stop the violence parties.
And she has a show coming up in June.
You guys are seeing this, which I know you will be. Stop the violence, Pittsburgh. Look my baby.
I got a.
Yeah.
And she has a show coming up June
the 15th.
At the Kingsley Center.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, right. So, and here you go. Whoops.
Okay, and
all right.
And Shawn, can you share any inspiring quotes that keep you motivated?
Yeah. My favorite quote is from Ray Lewis. He says, "In any battle, put your back up against mine, and we'll do what we gotta do." And I'm motivated by that. I'm entrenched with a lot of people I'm around musicians who want to give up. I'm around musicians who still like 20 plus years in the game. I'm around producers and stuff who get down on themselves because their life's work gets deleted off of their stuff. And I'm telling them, that's my motto. I say, it's not as bad as you think it is. The music didn't get deleted. It's inside of you. You can do this stuff. So we have to learn to motivate others, to motivate ourselves.
Oh yes, yes. I'm just sharing, sharing the line. That's all. Yes, yes. So what social justice issues are you passionate about?
Oh, yes. Aside from the music promoter thing, I'm also a court-appointed special advocate downtown for Allegheny, Casa of Allegheny. And I've been one for many years, and I've seen every type of case. And I believe that parental alienation is wrong, and that whether you have a good relationship with the mom or the father, that the child what the child wants should be paramount in every decision. And a lot of parents forget that. They're like, oh, you don't want to see me? Then you can't see your kid. And it shouldn't be like that.
Right over there.
Yeah. And so we have to do a better job because at the end of the day, we're representing the child's voice, but yet the government wants the children's voice to be silent. And that's who matters. It's not about the parents, it's about what the kids want. And we forget that, and like, yeah, at times it gets traumatizing, and music and promotion and stuff is like it's a safe haven for me because that's where I feel the most at home. Like it doesn't just stop at promotion for me. Like I used to make music too, like really, like beats and everything. I've been in 7 groups all together, and I left because they wasn't trying to be a rehearsal on time. They was arguing over money. They was missing steps, and I was catching them. And I'm not gonna be a part of it. I deserve better than this. And when I leave, all y'all gonna fall off, and ain't nobody gonna hear about y'all again. And I take my little shiny shoes and I go home. No, no. I'm like, you're not gonna do this to me. Like, I feel like it's disrespectful to my grandma when I'm ever in a situation where people ain't working hard. And I'm like, no, you're not gonna halfway things and then put it all on me. I'm not writing raps for nobody. Are you gonna pay me for that? Stuff like that. And so, yeah, I love what I do in every aspect because when people meet me, they find out it's not just music. It's legal stuff. I know how to write contracts. I know how to get people out of contracts. I know how to negotiate money. And my asking price each and every time is $4,000 for anybody that I work with to perform. I tell them straight up. I say I say that number out loud just to scare people. But then you get to find out how much they gonna pay you to perform. And so I'm like, okay, $4,000 a person. Oh yeah, we're a group, but it's $4,000 a person. We individuals. I said everybody gets paid, and then if you don't want to pay us, then it gets legal because I'm also in tune with lawyer stuff too. So I'm a whole industry by myself. And when people get around me, all I can say is you'll be covered. Oh yeah, like if they have a wife or ex-wife, baby mom who don't want to see their kids, I work for children's court. They can't get out of the contract with the label. I know how to read contracts. I am a whole entity in itself. So if we work together, you're gonna get the full package. And I guarantee you, nobody's gonna disrespect you around me because I take care of that too. Because I also do security. And depending on the situation, I know how to say security signals in different languages to protect anybody. So Yes.
Okay. So now, would you like to ask? You have anything else you want to ask him? All right. So how can people book you as far as, how can people get in contact with you if they need some promotional work done, et cetera, et cetera?
Oh, I love this question the most. Well, basically, if they follow me on Twitter, like X is formerly Twitter, I got a couple of them. Let's see, I got the new Malcolm X 2024, uh, the Shawn Kemp one with my face on it, and the Lyrical Circus one. Or if you know somebody that I'm working with currently, I will discount the work that I do for you based on their recommendation. So yeah, ask Malik, ask anybody who who knows me to work with me, and I will do work for you. I make the most out of this world videos, and people will want to hear your music over and over and over. But I don't work with files that's from a computer. You gotta actually send me the video.
Right.
And so yeah, you
Okay.
need me to do anything. I don't just promote music. You need me to be there for your child's recital to hype them up because they don't feel anxious about being around people. I'll promote that too. I will do anything because on top of the music promotion, I'm also a professional mourner too. Meaning, if you have a funeral and you can't take it, I'll show up. I'll hold your hand. I'll pray with you. I can even cry on command. And I'll be there for you in your time of need. There's no hurt avenue in my life where money's escapable. So whatever y'all need me to do, I'm here.
Sweet. So once again, Shawn, we would like to thank you for being on the show. You have been a wonderful guest. We would like to thank everybody who tuned in and tunes in to the replay. The replay of the show will be on Tuesday at 6 p.m. on www.scarfireradio.net. And as we say on this show, peace, love, and light.
Hey, yes, check us out. Like I said, we got these shows coming up.
Yeah.
Come on out, support Annie Mae and the Rhythm of the Night, Nairobi. Come on out and support us all. We really appreciate you when you do. Much love to you all.
All right. Peace, love, and light. Y'all stay all right. That one. Let us play our commercial. All right.
Yeah, yeah,
One
I
more.
really am one day.
Scar Fire Radio. On YouTube.
For the Love of Music Talk Show, the show that's entertainers, entrepreneurs, and artists. You got something to say? If you want to promote your brand or event, book now.